One thing I have seen that is kind of the reason I think it plays in Trump's favor is because for the longest time he was talking about how are we going to end, that he could end the Russian and the war that's going on.
Oh, Ukraine?
Yeah, with Ukraine.
Oh, and he's saying I'm going to end it right away.
I could end it in a day. That's what he said. And so when the Ukraine president came to meet with Donald Trump like a month ago, he was like, it sounded optimistic. I was like, you know, for like a year they was like, oh, that's never going to happen. But then as we get closer to time, it's like we're coming to some real critical factors that play a key piece in that.
What was your opinion when Trump came here? Did you go to that rally, or did you have an opinion on that rally?
I got tickets to go. I just woke up late.
Yeah.
I was going to go. I wanted to go, but
You seem very neutral.
Yeah, I try to stay neutral. Yeah. I think that's the best thing to do in anything. I just want somebody that's going to get the job done. You know what I'm saying? Like, I will give Donald Trump his credit as far as him being able to, like, lower gas down to, like, almost 99 cents at one time. It was like $1.18 where I lived. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. I don't know what it was here.
In Alabama?
In Tennessee, it was like $1.18.
Yeah.
And that was the lowest. $1.07, I think, is what it was. And I was like, wow, we're really going to see gas back at 99 cents.
That's crazy, yeah.
And I do think he was able to get a lot done. I think the wall thing was a little too... Extreme?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we're going to... Because to me, it's like, oh, yeah, we're going to make them pay for a wall that they don't even want to do anything with.
Right.
So it's like... To me, it was like, oh, we're going to force another country to pay for a wall. Okay.
It makes sense. Yeah.
Right. Let's make it make sense.
You know
what I'm saying?
We're going to build a wall, we're going to pay for it.
Right, yeah. It's going to come from our taxpayer dollars.
Right. Okay.
So, I guess it just plays a factor, what's going to happen.
Yeah. Have you heard any, like, gunshots or shootings out here? Like, maybe not necessarily in these apartments, but just, like, living out here? Have you heard anything crazy?
In Colorado?
No, just since you moved from Dallas over here, have you heard anything crazy?
Crazy? No.
It seems pretty diverse. I mean, community over here.
I think you have your normal drama shit going on, you know what I'm saying? It's normal everyday stuff. I don't want to say there's like no shootings over here, but I haven't heard anything, you know what I'm saying? It's pretty quiet over here.
One thing I want to ask too is I drove by the Dallas Street Apartments, the Whispering Pines one, which is I want to say a little deeper East Colfax in Aurora, and then the Nome Street ones were already shut down when I drove by. But the Whispering Pine ones, supposedly there's like a news platform, I think it's CBS, put out talking about like either the security dude or one of the dudes got beat up or something, and that they were like starting to force tenants to pay rent to the Venezuelans. Have you seen any sign of that as far as just like the Venezuelans trying to take over rents and stuff like that?
They tried to do that to the manager.
Manager? Okay.
Yeah, that was the manager that got
property
beat
manager.
Up. That's what they said. His name was Renato. And which is kind of interesting because he's the one that sent the damn video to the news of those people like kicking in the door and shit.
Okay.
And the way I look at it is, I mean, I could see where that was going on over at Dallas. You know what I'm saying? Because right after we left, they were like, "Can we take over your apartment?" You know what I'm saying? But
when you say they,
the Venezuelans, yeah. But they like asked us; they didn't like take it over. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, we were like,
well, you're leaving, so
we're leaving, but whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So at that point, when our name was off the lease of that area, you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, well, you can do whatever you want to do at that point, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I just went by there like a week ago.
You think they'll shut it down?
I think that I don't see why they haven't shut it down. And the reason being is because there's so many issues with some of these properties, and it costs a lot of money to deal with all the issues they got. You know, they got drywall coming down in some of them. You got super big mold issues. To me, it's not like really living situations.
Livable.
You know what I'm saying? But where I live, it's perfect. You know what I'm saying? As far as like, it's kind of crazy because like they say that we have a roach problem here, but I haven't even had one in my house, which everybody be like, oh, well, you're lucky. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I think it's also how you keep up with yourself. You know what I'm saying? I think that plays a big part. Like even when I first heard that when I moved in, I took the certain precautions of, you know, going out and buying products that wouldn't
kill the roaches.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? I took that kind of precautionary thing because you don't know what's going to happen when you first move into a place. You're like, you think it's going to be cool and shit, but then anything can happen. So, but a lot of those places, they have their own problems, and I will say that I don't know if the owner's really got the money. I think he's kind of
because I've seen the owners, they came out on X and they've been very, just trying to, you know, speak their truth and their opinion on like, hey, there is, you know, a problem going on. It's not necessarily just us being slumlords or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I think that they have put a lot of money into this place.
Yeah.
Like to remodel it on the inside, and they're actually taking, you know, with me doing security and stuff, they actually do listen to what I say and what we should like fix and how we should fix it, and the best way of fixing it is.
Yeah.
I will say they try to like have like a million quotes, but you know, other than that, that's, you know, that's the biggest issue. They want like, you know, I think they just make the job a little harder than what it is. But I mean, I deal with that even before I did security work. You know, I used to do like insurance and stuff, and people want to get, you know, 30 different quotes before, just to find the right price, you know what I'm saying? So.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, is there anything you want to, last minute things you want to speak on, shout out, stuff like that?
Shout out Mike's Paradise, you know what I'm saying? November 12th, all platforms, Misunderstood. Got the show coming on this weekend too. Nick Lavelle, Halloween concert and party. So make sure you come out there, bring your friends. Got $500 costume party contest going on. You know, make sure you stay up to date with Mile High Minute.
Appreciate it.
You know, I think he's doing a lot of big things in the city, and I think he's good for the city. You know what I'm saying? I think we need somebody like Mile High Minute. We just need to prop his platform up a little bit more and be more supportive.
Much love, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button, comment down below your thoughts. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell button, stay notified when all these news drops.
Exactly.
Shout out Cody, man. I appreciate you for coming on and telling your story. Make sure y'all go follow him on everything, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. All that links be in the description.
Cross Promotions 23.
Yep. Mile High Minute, #1 blog in the universe. We out.